Okay, let's start. Today we are going to prepare profit or loss statement and statement of financial position, right? For a given question. This is the question. So now we are going to prepare the statements, right? So we'll see how to prepare those statements. First, you have to draw profit or loss statement. When you prepare the profit or loss statement, you have to write the name by using 3 lines and then have to prepare a table like this with 4 columns, 1 column for description, another 3 columns for amounts, right? I have already explained how to prepare this structure. So this is the structure we have already prepared. First line sales, then less cost of sales. Then you have to leave some lines to write opening stock, purchase, and another 2 lines to write purchase related expenses. Right? Purchase related expenses, another 2 lines. Altogether 4 lines should be there. Then the answer we call it as cost of goods to be sold. Cost of goods to be sold, right? After that, you have to leave 1 line to deduct closing stock. Then that answer we call it as cost of sales, right? Finally, sales minus cost of sales, we call it as gross profit. Then write the title other income. There should be 3-4 lines, right? Then less expenses. There should be, after that, distribution expense. First, you have to write distribution. There should be 4 lines. Administration expenses, there should be 4 lines. Then other expenses, again, there should be 3-4 lines. 2-3 lines enough. Then financial expenses, again, 2-3 lines. Right? After that, finally, net profit transferred to capital account. Right? This is the basic structure you have to prepare. Then we'll move to the statement of financial position. Both structures you have to prepare at once. Right? Then statement of financial position. Full page you have to take for this one also. Have to write the name by using 3 lines. I'll explain how to write the name later. This statement of financial position means without adjustment. So only 2 columns enough for amounts. 1 column for description, another 2 column for amounts. First you have to write the title non-current assets, leave 7-8 lines. After that, current assets, again leave 6-7 lines. After that, write the title total assets. Right? First title, non-current assets. Second title, current assets. Then, total assets. After that, equity and liabilities. After that, equity and liabilities. Leave 5-6 lines. Then, non-current liabilities. 2-3 lines enough because only 1 non-current liability will be given. After that, current liabilities, 5-6 lines you can keep. At last, you can write total equity and liabilities. Right? So, all together, 2 pages you have to utilize to prepare these basic structures. Right? Now, we have already prepared the structures. Let's move to the question. Right? This is our question. Following trial balance extracted from Madhav Enterprises as at 31st 2022. Right? So, look at the trial balance here. Some expenses, incomes, assets, liability, and equity given. So we'll see basically we have to check what are the things will comes under what are the things will comes under the profit or loss and what are the things will comes under statement of financial position. Right? First, select those things first. I told you when I explained the basics of financial statements, profit or loss statement prepared by using income and expense accounts. Only income and expense accounts. Statement of financial position totally included assets, equity, and liability. Right? So we'll see what are the things will comes under income statement and what are the things will comes under statement of financial position. Right? I'm going to highlight by yellow color the things which will comes under profit or loss statement, right? First one, inventories as at first 4th. This business, the transactions given as at 31st 3rd. That means this is opening stock. Even though stock comes under assets, opening stock, normally we need to calculate cost of sales. So this will comes under profit or loss statement. I'm going to highlight the things which should be included in profit or loss by yellow color, right? All the yellow color highlighted items should comes under profit or loss. Purchases, next one, purchases. That also comes under profit or loss statement. Purchases, right? Next one, carriage inwards expenses. That also comes under profit or loss statement. That's the expense, right? Purchase related expense, so it comes under cost of sales. Sales also income, so it comes under profit or loss statement. Sales, right? Then rent expense. Rent expense is the expense, so all the expenses comes under profit or loss statement. Insurance expense, advertisement expense, salesperson salary, discount given, all are expenses, so all are comes under profit or loss statement. All these things comes under profit or loss statement, right? Next one, discount received. Discount received is a income, so that also comes under profit or loss statement. Discount received. Next one, bank loan interest and bank charges, both are expenses, comes under profit or loss, right? That's how you can identify the things which should be included in profit or loss and statement of financial position. All income and expenses comes under profit or loss. All assets, equity, liability comes under statement of financial position. Building, delivery motor vehicle, furniture and fittings comes under statement of financial position, right? I'm going to highlight it by using blue color. Blue color highlight color in statement of financial position, the things which are included in statement of financial position, right? Trade debtors and trade creditors, both values given at once. Look at this. How to find out which one is related to trade debtors and which one is related to trade creditors. The value which is given under the debit column, trade debtors, because debtors is an asset. Normally assets accounts are having debit balances. In that sense, debtors balance is 34,000 here. Creditors is a liability account. Normally liability accounts are having credit balances. So here 50,000 related to liability, right? That means trade creditors. So both debtors and creditors, asset and liability, it comes under statement of financial position, right? These things also comes under statement of financial position. Right. Next one, bank loan. It's a non-current liability. Comes under statement of financial position. Right. Cash comes under current assets. So it comes under financial position. So we have to highlight it by blue color. Fixed deposits, 5 years. Non-current asset, it comes under financial position. That is 30,000. Capital means equity account. It comes under financial statement of financial position. Right. So likewise, you can categorize what are the things will comes under statement of financial position and what are the things will comes under profit or loss statement. Right. So let's start this question. Here, as this is the basic question, right? Here no additional information given. So directly we can prepare income statement and profit or loss statement. Another word for profit or loss is income statement, right? You better to use the word profit or loss statement. Profit or loss statement and statement of financial position at once you have to prepare, right? Right. Okay. Let's prepare this. First, we have to write the names correctly. What is the name of the business? That is Madhava Enterprises, right? 31st 3rd 2022. Closing date is 31st 3rd 2022. Let's write the name of the both statements. First one, Madhava business, so Madhava enterprises. We can complete this like this. Madhava's business profit or loss statement for the year ended 31st March 31st March 2022, right? Then go to the statement of financial position. There also you have to complete the name. Business of Madhava. Business of Madhava or otherwise Madhava's business. Statement of financial position. Asset. Then date. Right? Asset. 31st 3rd 2022. Right? Okay. Let's prepare these two statements. Right. There's no any additional information given because we are preparing these statements without adjustments. Still we didn't do the adjustments. So we can start from the beginning. Right. Here there's no any information given regarding the closing stock. So we have to assume that no closing stock. Right. Closing stock is 0. So we can start the question from here, from the trial balance. First item in the trial balance, that is inventories as at 1st 4th 2021. Right? Opening inventory 22,000 comes under profit or loss statement. Opening inventory under the cost of sales. First title, as first title, you can write opening stock. Opening stock 22,000. Here, once I told you when you write amounts in profit or loss statement, there are 3 columns for amounts. There are 3 columns for amounts, right? This first column, you can't utilize, you can't use until expenses. Only for the expenses, you can use this column, right? So, up to that, you have to use second and third column to record the amounts, right? So, here opening stock. Opening stock value should be 22,000, right? Likewise, you can mention. Opening stock value should be 22,000, right? Next one, purchases 360,000. Purchases 360,000. Opening stock plus purchases. Purchases 360,000. Purchases 360,000. You can record it under the cost of sales. After cost of sales, opening stock, then plus purchases, right? Okay, let's see the next item. Right. We'll see what is the next item. Now we have already recorded 2 items, that is cost of sales and opening stock and purchases, right? We'll see what is the next item. Now you can record, I have highlighted the things which comes under profit or loss in yellow color, and from by you blue color, the things which should be included in statement of financial position, right? So the next one, carriage inward expense 8,000. Carriage inward expense 8,000. Carriage inward expense 8,000. Purchase related expenses should be added to the purchases. Carriage inward. Carriage inward is enough. Carriage inward should be added to the purchases. It should be 8,000. Likewise, you have to add. Right? Then we'll see the next one. Sales 770,000. Sales value 770,000. So you can mention it at the beginning. Sales 770,000. Last column you can utilize to record the sales value. Right? Sales value can mention under the last column. Sales. Right. We'll see what is the next value given here. Rent expense rupees 30,000. Rent expense. So we'll see rent expense comes under what? That is the expense, right? Expenses are comes under profit or loss statement. So now you know how to classify expenses, right? Expenses are 4 types: distribution, administration, other, and financial. Out of those 4, rent expense comes under administration. So you can mention rent expense. Rent expense value is rupees 30,000. Again, there's insurance expense 26,000. Rent expense 30,000. Expenses should be mentioned in first column of the amounts, right? First column of the amounts. Rent expense 30,000. Insurance expense 26,000. Right? Likewise, you can mention. After rent expense, you can mention insurance. Right. Right. Next one, advertisement expense 28,000. Advertisement expense 28,000. Advertisement expense comes under distribution. Advertisement expense comes under distribution. Under the distribution expense, advertisement expense amount is rupees 28,000. 28,000. Right, next one. Salesperson salary is 50,000. Salesperson salary is 50,000. Under distribution, salesperson salaries. Salesperson salary 50,000. 50,000 salesperson salary. It comes under distribution, right? Next one, we'll see what is the next one. Discount given 18,000. Discount given also comes under distribution expense. Discount given 18,000. Discount given 18,000. Right? We'll see what is the next one. That also I think expense. No, it's a income. Discount received 32,000. Discount received. That is a other income. It comes under other income. Right? Under other income, here after gross profit, there are we kept 4 lines here. So under that you can mention discount received. Right? Discount received. Discount received 32,000. Discount received 32,000 should be mentioned in second column of the amounts. Right? No need to go to the first column. You can record it under the second column of the amounts. Discount received. Right? Next one. We'll take next one. That is bank loan interest 10,000. Bank loan interest 10,000. Right? Discount received comes under other income. We'll see what is the next one. That is bank loan interest. Bank loan interest comes under financial expenses. That is 10,000. Bank loan interest comes under financial expenses. Bank loan interest. Bank loan interest amount is given as rupees 10,000 and bank charges 6,000 also. Right? Bank loan interest is 10,000. Bank charges 6,000 also given. That also comes under financial expenses. Right? Once I told you the expenses which are related to the bank loan and bank current account comes under financial expenses. Here 10,000 and here 6,000. Right? Altogether two expenses given under the financial expenses. I think now all the items in profit or loss finished, right? Here, all the items highlighted in yellow color, I told you, comes under profit or loss. Now let's move to the statement of financial position. Here, built-in delivery motor vehicle, furniture and fittings all given as cost, right? Because still we didn't do the adjustments. Directly these three things comes under statement of financial position under non-current assets. Directly we can take, right? 350, 250 and here under statement of financial position, under non-current assets, we can mention the values of building, motor vehicle, furniture and fittings, right? So here the values are, first one, building value, 250,000. Delivery motor vehicle value, 350,000. I think furniture value given as 80,000, right? Right. Then we can mention next one, we'll see what are the things given here. I think they are current assets. After the non-current assets, we'll see what are the things given here. Yes. Sorry, building value 350. No? Building value 350, delivery motor vehicle value 250, right? Sorry. Building 350, delivery motor vehicle value 250, right? Next one. Trade debtors and creditors. Trade debtors 34, creditors 50. Trade debtors 34. Trade debtors comes under current assets, right? Debtors. Debtors 34,000. That also should be recorded in this column, 34,000. And trade creditors comes under current liability. Right, under current liability, trade creditors, that is 50,000. Right, after this 34,000 under trade creditors comes under current liability. You can mention 50,000. Right. Next one, bank loan. Bank loan 100,000. Bank loan comes under non-current liability. right? Bank loan 100,000, only one non-current liability. So directly you can record the balance in the last column. Bank loan 100,000, directly you can record the balance in the last column, right? No need to record it separately in another column. Directly you can record it in the last column, 100,000, right? Bank loan 100,000. Likewise, you can record. Then we'll see what are the other things given here. Very few things now we have to record. Last 2-3 things, yes. Last 3, cash 50,000, fixed deposit 5 years 30,000. Cash 50,000 comes under current assets. Cash 50,000 comes under current assets. Cash 50,000, right, comes under current assets, and fixed deposit 5 years. That means directly it is given it as a non-current asset, that is fixed deposit, right? So after the tangible asset, separately you have to mention this, right? You can't record it with the tangible asset. Separately, this 30,000 should be mentioned, right? That is 30,000. Otherwise, directly you can record that balance into the other side because there's only one tangible assets available, 30,000, right? So here, again, only one thing we have to record, that is opening capital balance, right? We'll see what is the value given for the capital. Capital 400,000. Capital 400,000. Here I told you when you record the capital balance, capital as at date should be mentioned. 1st April 2021. That is the first date of this financial year, because this financial year ends on 31st March 2022. That means the beginning date of the financial year is 1st April 2021, right? The value for the capital is 400,000. Value for the capital is 400,000. You have to mention it here, 400,000, right? That is 400,000. Now we can finalize, right? Then here after capital, you have to write add net profit. Add net profit, right? Then you can finalize. Then you can take the totals directly. Quickly you can take the totals, right? Here only one purchase related expense given. So directly you can take the answer. Cost of goods to be sold, because there's no closing stock available, right? No closing stock. So here you can write closing stock and then can put 0. Otherwise, no need to write, right? Minus closing stock. Now can take the total here like this. Right, likewise, you can take the answer for the cost of goods to be sold. 360 plus 30, 390,000. Right? So here closing stock is 0. You can put it in within brackets. 0. Then cost of sales, we can take the answer as cost of sales answer also 390,000 because there's no closing stock available, right? Due to that, closing stock, cost of sales also 390,000, same value. So that 770,000 minus Cost of sales, you can take cost of sales answer to this side, otherwise you can't deduct. Here you can take the answer for the cost of sales. Then gross profit equals, you can put line like this and can take the answer for the gross profit, right? 770,000 minus 390,000. 770 minus 390,000 is the gross profit. Take the answer for this one, right? Right, now we have taken answer for the cost of sales. Sales value 770,000, cost of sales value 390,000. So 770 minus 390,000. We can take the answer for the gross profit 380,000. Right? 380,000. Right? Gross profit value we have taken as 380,000. Now we have to add other income to the gross profit, right? Only one other income here. So directly we can take that value to the corner column, or otherwise you can take like this. After having a straight line here, then you can take the answer, right? Likewise, you can put 32,000 to the other side, as there's only one figure, 32,000 like this. Then you can take the summation. 380,000 plus 32,000. Here that total should be recorded. Don't miss that, right? Sometimes the marks will be given here. 380 plus 32, 412,000. Right? Now you can finish. Now you can complete, right? We have already included all the expenses. 380 minus, sorry, 380 plus 32, 412,000. Now take the totals of expenses to the second column of the amounts. Now we have recorded the expenses to distribution expenses. There are 3, administration there are 2, and financial there are 2. Right, now take the totals of distribution expenses. 28, 50 plus 18, altogether total is 96,000. Right, next total of the administration expenses. Administration expense total is 56,000. Right, then financial expense total is 16,000. Right, likewise you can record the totals of expenses. Totals of expenses you can record like this. Then take these 3 totals. Distribution total 96, administration total 56, financial expense total 16. All together, take the total of all these 3 amounts to the last column of the amounts. Right. Likewise, you can take the total 96, 56, 16, 168,000. Right? You can take the total 168,000. Like this, and you can put brackets here because you have to deduct total of the expenses from the total income. 412,000 is the total income minus 168,000. You can take the answer for the net profit. Have to write the title as net profit transferred to capital account, that is 244,000. Right? Now you have calculated already the total of the total expenses. After deducting total expenses, you can calculate net profit, right? Net profit should be calculated as 244,000. It should be double line, right? Then let's move to the statement of financial position. We have already entered all the transactions. Now you can finalize here also. First, we have to take the net profit to the statement of financial position. After the capital balance, you have to add net profit 244,000. Right? Then you can take the totals here. Here, non-current assets, there are 3 non-current assets available. Tangible non-current assets, 3. Take the total to the other side. Right? Take this total to the other side. Simple. Here, now the total of 350, 250, 680,000. Right? Now another one, intangible asset also here. We have separately mentioned that 30,000. Now keep that total separately and we'll take the current asset, total of the current asset also. Total of the current assets like this. 34,000, 50,000, altogether 84,000. Right? Now we have 3 totals. 2 totals for non-current assets. Non-current asset, tangible and intangible separately. Then current asset total separately. Now you can take the final total of total assets. Right? So likewise, you can complete this. You can draw a line again here. Now take the totals of total assets. Right? Have to draw 2 double lines here to represent the total assets value. Like this. So all together, the summation of 3 figures, 680,000, 30,000 plus 84,000, we can take the answer. $794,000. 794,000. 794,000. Right? The same value should be appeared in total equity and liability as well. We'll see. Here, opening capital balance 400, net profit we added 244,000. There's no drawings and additional capital. No drawings and additional capital. So we can take the answer directly to the other side. Only after adding the net profit, as there are no any other values given here for additional capital and drawings. Here 644,000. Bank loan liability, non-current liability directly we mention under the third column. That is bank loan. Then total creditors. Trade creditors value 50,000. Right? Here there's no any other current assets available. So directly we can take that amount to the other side also. If you need, you can write this in the other side, but normally non-current assets, there will be 2 or 3. So you better to do like this. Have to draw line like this. And now you can take the total to the other side. That is 50,000. Altogether, there are 3 values. Now you can take the total. There are 3 values, 644,000, 100,000 and 50,000. Altogether, we call that value as total equity and liability. Right? Total equity and liability. $644,000, $744,000, $794,000. Same value will come. Total assets value also we recorded it as 794,000. Total assets also we got same value 794,000. Total equity and liability also we got 794,000. Like this, you can finalize this question. So finally, if you record the things correctly, total assets value which should be equals to total equity and liability, right?